Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Business Podcast. Before we jump into today's sit down, here's a word from the sponsors that make it all happen.
At Midwest Lightning Rods, we specialize in the design and installation of lightning protection systems. A lightning protection system works by providing a controlled and safe path for the lightning to follow to the ground, thereby protecting structures and people from its damaging effects. Lightning damage can range from destroying electrical appliances to starting fires and destroying homes, and at times even being fatal. We have established that many homeowners are unaware of the potential of damage, but also that a solution exists. Reach out to us and let us get you a quote to get you protected. Depending on your insurance company, you may get a discount on your homeowners for having a certified system installed. And either way, you will have an idea of what to consider to make sure you and your family, as well as all your stuff, is safe when Mother Nature decides to blow a thunderstorm our way, as she always does here in the Midwest this time of year. Give us a call and arrange your free estimate at 217-872-4676. Lightning Strikes WeProtect.com or find us on Facebook.
Attention home or building owners with rooftop solar panels. It is your responsibility as the structure and solar system owner to clean, inspect, and overall, maintain your panels in order for them to maintain warranty and maximum energy production. Aerial Elite Solutions has an affordable solar panel inspection solution just for homeowners. Contact Aerial Elite Solutions at flyaes.com for more information and to get your solar system inspection scheduled.
With Opus Clips, you don't have to be a video editing whiz to create stunning clips that resonate with your audience. This intuitive app does all the heavy lifting for you, automatically crafting highlights that shine perfect for social media, marketing campaigns, or simply sharing your creative genius with the world. Scan this QR code or head over to the link in the description to unlock your full potential of Opus Clip. Let your creativity flow and watch your engagement soar. Your brand deserves to shine, and Opus Clip is here to help you do just that. Now, let's get into this episode.
Beyond business. Yo, we on business. Yo, we out here hitting that grind. Podcast vibes letting loose, unwind. Nicks on the mic, yeah, he flexing with pride. Me and dope souls taking you on a ride. Talking about life, not just that paper. Doing it big, ain't no time for a hater. People yap behind his back, but we rise like the sun. Gather round, fam, we just having some fun. Beyond business, it's a vibe for the thrill. Getting intimate, may even get your heart filled. Meeting the legends, those raw and real. Digging deep thoughts, show you how to feel. From the block to the boardroom, and making that move. Beyond business, baby, yeah, we got the groove. Shout out to the hustlers, the real street thugs. We all eat together, no need for the drugs. Yeah, you blessed with the gift, determined to thrive. Nick's breaking it down, keeping that fire alive. Let's go deep like the ocean, no bluff. Beyond business, baby, we can't get enough.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of Beyond Business. Thanks for joining me once again, episode 63. Joining me today is a guy who's been a buddy of mine for years. I think we're going to probably cover how we ended up being friends. He is the head pastor of
Trinity Church of the Nazarene,
and he's doing some other stuff too, or he has been, and we'll get to that. But thanks for joining me, Justin Neufeld.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're one of the people all along that I'm like, I got to get this guy in here. Because oddly enough, I invited, I don't know if you really know the gist of it, but I try to get people literally from everywhere. I mean, any profession, anything. And I've failed at getting any kind of clergy. I got stood up. The only people who have literally stood me up, I won't say who they are. And then one I asked, and they kind of brushed me off about it. And then kind of full circle, it was they had watched a couple episodes, and I'm like this, like I've had like well, this is not really a good example, I guess, but the gals who, there's two ladies that started Best Friends Distillery, and Argenta. Well, they come in and they bring a couple of their bottles, right? And I kind of just keep, or a matter of fact, they're sitting out here. I kind of just kept them as a, cool. This is what they're doing. Well, right when I started, I had a buddy of mine come in and he brought me like a really expensive bottle of bourbon, just as like kind of a congratulations. Well, we tried it too much. It was kind of funny and all that. But I think what it was is it ended up being the person when they watched, I guess that's the one they chose. It was like, I don't think we're on the same page. And it's like, no, that's not. It's a bad example. Yeah. You picked the one that looked fun. Yeah. Really what that meant is 3 hours of post editing. No. But, dude, so what do you do I know for a bit you were involved in a school.
Yeah. Decatur Christian.
You still?
Okay. So I was there when I was at, when I left D1 and started the head pastor at Trinity. I also became a teacher AD at Decatur Christian. And so I was there for probably about maybe 4 or 5 years. And then I left there and went into the public school system, which that was night and day from Christian school to public school.
Okay.
And I was there for...
So you went in, when you say you went into it, you mean as a teacher?
Yes. Yeah. So I was a long-term sub. So my first year really was the year of COVID when we decided to go online.
Okay. You're like, perfect.
Yes. Yeah. I don't need to be around kids. Yes. And then the last half of that year, they actually brought kids back into the school. Okay. So it was like A and B days. And then I was there for that in 5th grade at Dennis. And then I just kind of became just a teacher's aide a couple years ago in kindergarten. And then last year I went back to DCS. We're just trying to build that sports program back up. That's where Bella goes, and Ethan graduated from there. Okay. So,
dude, this is going to be a ridiculous question, but where is Decatur Christian?
So the funny thing is it's in Forsyth.
Okay, because I've never known. Forever in my mind, I was associating it with, remember how LSA changed their name to Unity?
Yes.
Well, it's not even been that. I mean, you started this a long time ago, but in my mind, I was going, he's at LSA. I mean, I don't know why he's calling it that, or I don't know, maybe I'm calling it the wrong thing. And then I heard someone call it Trinity. I'm like, whatever they're called now. I just said it.
DCS. Oh.
Yeah. What is LSA now?
Unity.
Yeah. Yeah. To where I'm going, all right, well, maybe I just have the names confused. And then I'm like, no, Decatur Christian, something else. I don't even know where that building is.
So it used to be, you know where I used to live on Grays Lane?
Yeah.
It used to be just down the street from there in that back.
Yep.
And then they moved out there to Forsyth. We're off of Grant Street. It's the old grade school.
Yep. Okay.
So
it's small.
Small, yeah.
Real small.
Yeah.
What ages?
From pre-K all the way through high school.
Okay.
So.
Man, how many students period, I guess. I don't know. High school?
Well, altogether, I think we were about 175 last year. And so, but we started to build up our sports program. And so we had elementary, middle school, and high school basketball and cheerleading. And we had a ton of cheerleaders, but we didn't have much for them to cheer for because we didn't have sports. So we built that up last year. And we had high school girls volleyball, which was like 6th through high school. And it really wasn't, we were just kind of playing practice games just to get the girls some experience. Then this year we brought in a brand new coach. She came from Kansas, a lot of experience playing and coaching. And so we're building the volleyball program up right now. So.
And so the goal is to be able to get scheduled out and play games, right?
Yeah. So we have a full schedule for like volleyball for high school, and we'll do the same thing for elementary and middle school. And then we have the basketball for boys at all 3 levels. And then we have a really good girl.
You're the AD there now again?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then I teach Bible and science as well. So,
okay.
But we have a really good girl basketball player, but we didn't have a team, so we co-op with Unity.
Okay.
And she was actually made all conference last year.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, for the programs that aren't built out yet, what do you do? Because when Mo went to Lord's, he was the only in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, he was the only baseball player to go play at LSA.
Yeah.
To the point where I actually got approached, and yeah, I can say it. I didn't do anything wrong. I just was like, what? I got approached by our AD that was like, you guys dead set on playing school baseball, like before the 7th grade year. And I'm like, well, yeah. He was like the tiniest and most dominant player on this team. And I'm like, why, what's up? And he goes, well, 2 things. You coach. And I go, I coach the travel team that he plays on. I did at the time. And he goes, would you have any interest if we could build? I go, for sure. He's like, it's not paid. I go, doesn't need to be. I'm down. I would love to. I'm trying to figure out why you don't already have it going.
Yeah.
Well, that conversation never happened again. It never was brought up again. The immediate thing following that was, well, if, it costs us. We have to cut a check to LSA for $2,000 if we send 1 or 20 players.
Yeah.
And then we're sending 1. And I'm like, right. Okay. Did you forget that I pay a lot of money for school? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not feeling sorry for anyone.
Yes.
School is a payment for me. Yeah. So either way, it was kind of like them going, man, you could do everyone a favor by just not participating, and then we won't have to kick in that money. I'm like, well, how about you just get some more kids to go play?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there was some ball players that were just like, I don't want to go play at LSA because they suck.
Yeah.
And their baseball, we did suck. But you suck because the people who know how to play think you suck, so they don't want to play. It's like full circle.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you got 4 or 5 kids that can play ball, they're like, we're not playing because the team's not good. It's like, well, you could really contribute to the team being pretty good.
Yeah.
So it was one of them. It was just odd, small school deal though. So that's what's weird is it obviously we're not Catholic. It was just the school, but that funneling system going into St. T, it's a bunch of tiny schools. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait, I played against these guys,
And that is the hard thing with this small school is finding kids that want to play.
Right.
When Ethan played basketball, he didn't want to play basketball, but he knew that they needed him to be on there just to have a sub or 2.
Bodies.
So, but he played, but soccer was his sport. But we co-opted with AO and Unity, in one soccer. So like AO is the head of that. But
right.
Yeah, it took 3 schools for us to put together a team.
That's kind of popular now, even amongst not tiny schools.
Yes, co-ops is big. And I just saw somewhere, is it Arcola and is it Cerro Gordo? Co-opt in football because neither program had enough kids to play.
What do you attribute that to?
Man, when we grew up, when we were kids, like we wanted to play. Like there was nothing else. Like, but I don't feel like kids have the drive.
But what you just said might be it. Your idea of going, maybe that was just kind of what there was to do. Not that we were searching for other things to do, but it was like you got out of school and if they were shooting hoops, then we were shooting hoops. If he had a new wiffle ball bat, then we're going to go to the court. We're going to throw some bases down. And, it was just constant, I guess, athletic interaction, but we weren't better. That's what's crazy is it's like, dude, if you look at live reps, let's just say swings. Okay. Dude, every single day in the summer, we had a racquetball or tennis ball and whatever we'd get wiffle ball bats and tape them up and countless reps all day, every day. And it is like, well, we worked at it a lot. I mean, not like we were getting quality reps, but we went through the motions a ton, but we weren't like excelled compared to the kids now. If anything, somehow they don't work as hard. Maybe they work smarter at it.
I don't know. Well, like that's the thing. Like that's what we did as buddies.
Yes,
like we had fun playing the game.
Yes,
and like you said, like we'd go out there and we would
hot box.
Yes.
You know what I mean? 21, whatever.
Yeah, we always did that. And that was our way of interacting.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, and again, this is probably a very unpopular thought process, but electronics have taken over these
Right.
kids.
Sure.
And these kids would rather sit and play video games for hours upon hours instead of shooting hoops,
Yeah.
playing catch. I mean, my dad would come home from lunch and him and I would play catch. And remember those old nets that you threw the ball and it bounced back
Yep.
to you? If my dad wasn't there, I was out doing that.
Yep.
And, you know, I wasn't a spectacular baseball player, but I felt like I was good.
Right.
But I did it every day.
Yeah. Well, okay. So it's kind of funny because my dad he gets my mindset, and I am kind of I stopped coaching because I don't really know how to do you coach by constant positive reinforcement. You know what I mean? It's kind of the new way it is the new way.
Yeah.
And I went to like this little coaching seminar that led me to, it was online. It wasn't, I didn't go to no coaching seminar. Yeah. I went to log into the coach. But either way, it was one of those things where at the end of it, I go, okay, I can either argue with people who are telling me what the right way to do it, or just probably figure my days are done because I can't change that much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like one of them. The car ride home sucks with me no matter what, even if we won. I hit for the cycle. Why'd you stop at second? You could have had 2 triples. You know what I mean? I'm that guy. So, but I think what's nuts is if even before high school, if I went 1 for 5 in a doubleheader, or I went, 0 for 4 in a game, 0 for 3 in a game, I didn't need anyone to tell me, and I didn't have any special equipment, but I went and got the tee out in the backyard. And my dad had a ball. He had drilled a hole through and staked it in the ground. I put it up there, whack it, pull it back, put it up there, do it. I'd do it 100 times because I just didn't want that to happen again. I wanted my 3 or 4 spot in the lineup, and I wanted to hold it down and do my job. And so nowadays, whenever it's like, Mo will have a bad game or bad day, it's like, well, you had one last game. So what did you think was going to happen if you just go sleep on it?
Yeah.
And he gets it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where he does it. It is like, I can't make you. And it doesn't. I mean, there's separation of, you've seen enough now that podcasts and everybody kind of has to expose themselves a little bit, like the Brady and the Kobe's and when you get inside their head, it's like, oh yeah, they're built different.
Yeah.
They were doing things different a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where it is like, hey, so the conversation recently, Mo, 2 years ago, we just took him we decided Rampage was done. Took him to like 4 teams to try out. He made them all. And then it was like, which one do you want? Pick the one that a couple of his buddies, they kind of chose one. Yeah. Springfield top tier. Good program, right? College exposure. That's was the idea. But last season, not the one that just ended, but the previous one, we go to some really amazing complexes, which again, back up our story. You can't put my son in anywhere in the world where it would be like, oh, we get to play here? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, Bush would probably be as close as it got, or Wrigley, but it's like, yeah, but we play in minor league parks and at college stadiums regularly.
Okay.
Regularly. Like, I'm amazed, but it's like, dude, you guys got sunken dugouts. They got screens in them. And it's like, yeah, it's what the last ones had. And it's like, oh, okay. My bad. Lame. Yeah, this is lame. They didn't have their own bat holder. That sucks. It's like, what? But so we travel around and get our butts kicked. At the end of the season, we were at 500. So I'm like, Midwest Rampage, I would have thought from how we interacted with our team that we were below 500, but we look back and it's like, oh, we're like 30-10. You know what I mean? We were winning. But so I tell Mo, I'm like, hey, what's the plan? You know, there's no roots here. I mean, I kind of like it. I was like, all right, we come back, just finished 4 games under 500. And I'm going, okay, so, and I feel like this is the day and age where you almost maybe have to have this conversation. I never had it, but it was like, hey, dude, he's very academically inclined. Like, I'm probably not going to have to pay for all of college no matter what.
Yeah.
I hope.
College is expensive.
Yeah, it's like, I need him to stay on track. But if he wants to go to college, I'm not going to pay. I'll teach him how to get a loan. I know that.
Yeah.
No. But I just had the conversation like, dude, do you want, you're going to sophomore year of high school. Do you want to play college? Is there any thought in your mind of college baseball or what, or where are we at? You know, because the approach, of course, is different. And from entry to throughout the season, our last tournament was 5 days in the Dells.
Oh,
yeah. Weekend tournament that started Tuesday night.
Oh,
There's no bus. There's no team bus.
Yeah.
Get them there. Here's a link to book at this resort that the hotels are part of the complex. You don't even take a car. You just walk out, go over to the complex.
Oh, that's nice.
It is. It is. It sure is. Anyway, so he's like, for sure. I'm like, oh, I didn't know why. I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, you do? Like, you've thought about it. He's like, oh, yeah, I want to go play college baseball. And I'm like, okay. I go, well, I have a suggestion. Somebody told me this, and I just had never thought of it. You know Jeremy Finch?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay. Well, he coached with me, but he's got a boy who plays ball too, and he had threw this out there to his kid, and I don't think his kid wanted to do it, but you tell me if you've heard this idea or what you think about it. I was like, the rub is at 15 and 16, 15 on up, at school, if you're a good ball player, you're probably not getting much rep attention and work attention because there's a lot of people who need just to get up to get a solid lineup.
Yeah.
So there isn't a whole lot of, if you're throwing strikes, hitting the zone, ringing, if you're putting what we got, then we're not going to come work with you. You just do your job. Thank you for being a person.
Yes.
So travel ball, same deal. It's like you got these travel coaches that are sitting back going, oh, I got, 5 great center fielders to choose from. Let me choose 2 of them and cut the others and then go to the next position. So there's not a lot of work getting done. It's just polished people trying to win. And I'm like, that's a problem. You know what I mean? To where It's like, if you can't, you have to, of course you're going to improve with reps and growth and age and everything. But the dude tells me, he goes, man, I suggested to my son, he goes, take the 4 or 5 grand we're dumping into this and pick 7 solid college baseball camps that last 3 or 4 days and go, we're going to take our own tour. We're going to go work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of it, and that's what Mo, I was telling him about it. And he's like, yeah, but like no actual live reps. And I'm like, well, at the end of every camp, it's a showdown. That's what all of them are.
Yeah.
So, and let's revert back. Do you get quality reps? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get them? I feel you. And the last thing you want to do is show up your junior year to play travel ball, and they go, where'd you play last year? And you go, I took it off. Then you can take off right now, dude. But I'm like, it's going to be diff. I go, if you're trying to learn, like to put you in a position where that's all you're doing is as good as it gets. You know what I mean? And yeah, it sucks biting the bullet and going, damn, $600 for this. But overall, I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just doing it to the Hilton and then the Hampton and then,
yeah,
so he thought about it. It was one of them where I told him about it. Then we had that tournament in the Dells and I go, hey, tryouts are Monday, they're
yeah. That's why I hear that usually it's like right after the season.
We had a couple. There was a tryout before our season ended for a different team.
Oh,
and so I'm like, "What do you want to do?" And he was like, he's like, "What do you think?" I go, "I wouldn't have brought up the idea if I didn't like it." I said, first, there's nothing better, and he's pretty good at it. Is walking into a group of people that you don't know at all, and it not bothering you or get to the point where it doesn't is a great skill set to have for anything.
Yeah.
Especially sports. You know what I mean? You don't walk, you feel uncomfortable and you're last. No, you get up there, get with it, learn, go. And I told him, I go, dude, there's rich people out there, but there's not a whole bunch of people that are dropping hundreds of dollars for a couple of days to work at college camps and stuff, unless they're also trying to do something, And so what it is throughout a season, we might pick a camp and go when we don't have a tournament. And it's the most rewarding weekend of the season.
Yeah.
So it's exactly that. But so he agreed to it. He's like, I want to do that. So I'm like, all right, well, I start putting my feelers out even for next year. It's like, oh, this is going to be easy. I mean, every college has them. Every college, yeah. So you want pitching, you want hitting, you want both, you want a specialty. Yeah, I actually just signed him up. He's going to be playing the next 5 Sundays. He's in a high school wood bat league at Milliken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kids from all over the area. Oh. Don't even know who your team is. You just get it in. Of course, pay $400, but either way, I mean, it would be exciting. But I mean, again, I've always been a realist to where it's like he started varsity. What more do you want? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great. But other than being able to tell you don't feel as good bragging about starting varsity when someone is at your game because they see your team.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
It's where it is. I mean, I just go collegiate athlete. It is different. It's different. I mean, I haven't been there, but I'm just saying it is another level of, I don't know. It's just crazy to have that little guy already in the zone to where, I don't know if you've seen him. He hit a growth spurt.
I've seen the pictures on Facebook that you posted.
He's got a little bit bigger, throwing harder.
So here's my thought. I don't even think high school sports matter to colleges anymore.
This is true.
Because scouts don't come to a high school game unless you're like legit, like amazing.
Right.
But they come to travel, your summer basketball leagues that you're traveling in, baseball. That's where the scouts are because high school season is just a few months of the year.
Right.
Travel ball.
Don't really stop.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
And so I think that is where kids get looked at.
And dude, we build profiles now, online profiles, to where it's like if Illinois Prime League baseball, I can't say, oh, my son bats .530. It's like, what's his name? No, he don't. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these, I think 4 of our 7 tournaments report to the same.
Oh,
so a profile is actually built. It was kind of cool because they make you as a parent go, hey, your kid's not 18 yet. We need your permission. Give us your son's email and phone number. Give us your permission to reach out if one of the coaches that look at this see something they like.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. But I do feel like getting them in camps and getting them under the radar for some of those coaches, then they begin to really like, oh, this kid's got skill.
That's what I'm saying.
And so now he goes to a camp, whatever college that is, that coach has got his name
already.
Yes.
Already sees what might like, might not. Yeah.
And so, but he's not going to go look at, let's look at his high school stats.
No.
He's not going to look at that.
This is true.
So, and I get it. Like, if you really are wanting to get your kid into college, travel is what you have to do.
Right.
I mean, my boys in our basketball league, I coached middle school and elementary last year.
Right.
And so our first game in elementary, we scored 1 basket. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be awful.
Yeah.
But you know what? We had a conversation afterwards. I said, how did that feel? Nobody liked it. I said, so what are we going to do? And we worked hard in practice. We didn't goof off because, a lot of times kids just goof off.
Yeah.
But the kids in their mind said, I don't want to get beat that bad anymore.
There was a goal.
Yes. Yeah. So we worked at it. And I think we ended up maybe winning 6-7 games.
Well,
and it's
that's a lot compared to 1 basket.
So you're like, oh man, that first game was that realization for our kids is, okay, we want to get better. Right. And even our high school team, we were all freshmen and 1 sophomore, and we're playing juniors and seniors.
Right.
And I told the kids, I was like, listen, you cannot base probably this year and this upcoming season, because you're still the young guys going against these guys that have been playing for a while.
Right. They got 1 sophomore.
Yes.
We got maybe 1, but the rest are freshmen.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's a process.
For sure.
And so I was like, but by your junior and senior year, the expectation is we're winning games.
Right.
Like this year, you want to be like, okay, we won 1 game last year. We want to get better. And now maybe you win 5-6 games. All right. So now we showed that we can do it. So how hard are we going to work? And this year I did something different. I did conditioning all summer long on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it was hot. We don't have any air in our gym.
Okay.
And so these kids are running, they're learning skills, they're practicing dribbling, they're shooting. And it's these reps that you're doing. And I was like, and I can already see an improvement in some of these kids.
Right.
But then you have some kids that don't show up. And you're like, if I'm on a team, especially a basketball team, I'm like, we're going to get together and we're all going to show up and we're all going to get better together. Because it's not fair if half the kids work hard.
Right.
And the other half is like, we'll show up for season. We'll be up.
Right.
You're not in shape.
TO.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you're not in shape. Like you're not ready for that. And I think having that drive, and so like with Mo, having that drive to be better. I want to play in college. He's going to go to these camps at colleges, and he's going to put his best effort in. And that those guys are going to be like, oh, this kid's got a great effort, and he's got skill.
Right.
He's like, that's what I'm looking for my team.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how it pans out. It was one of them again. It kind of got through at me, and I was like, that's freaking brilliant. To me, it was like, if his mom will be on board, and so he'll be driving next year.
Oh.
So it's almost even like, hey, this one's in Edwardsville. We'll come see the little scrimmage on Sunday, but, I mean, once he gets to a comfortability point where it's like, go. I mean.
Well, and that's the thing is, if he goes to a college, he's not going to go to a college with all of his buddies and play. Right. He's going to go where he doesn't know anybody.
I tell you what, man, and I don't know what it is. It's not even a bad thing. For a while, I was like, what's up? Dude, he has people he plays ball with that they're friends, sports friends. But other than that, he don't hang out with anyone. No. I mean, I still dig. I mean, if it's like, hey, you want to go to a Cardinal game? Yeah. You want to bring a buddy? He's like, I'd rather just go with you. It's like, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I was trying to make you have more fun. But but he's like, nah. So I don't know. I'm like, knock on wood, because I'm one of them that's really been, and Jason Kirby put this in my head. When Taylor was a freaking 11, whenever it was like, when I'm like, dude, you're building a monster. She's over there just slugging the softball, gonna go to Mizzou, and it goes, oh, I'm not celebrating until she's there. It's a boy or a bad choice away from everything that we've worked at getting ruined. So I don't know. Yeah. So it did go from me going, man, this dude's antisocial, it kind of, and he's not, but yeah, he's just not outgoing. He's not going to go out of he'll sit there quiet gladly before he strikes up a conversation just to kill time. Yeah. And so it didn't make sense to me. It wasn't good or bad. It was just like, what? And Yeah. So now seeing it, I'm going, limited distractions. I can go with that. I kind of dig it. Yeah. I think that's it. Is I'm going, what's the catch here? Everything I thought I was going to have to really dad up on is like, some people just are not jackasses. Sorry. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But yeah, so yeah, it's a blessing. That's so cool to see him at the age. I mean, to where it's like, dude, man. And I'm still kind of cool. You know what I mean? It's not like, hey, you're to the age where you're kind of an adult. Now you're a smart aleck. And now you're, no. Maybe it's because he hasn't got a car yet. I don't know. But
well, I mean, Ethan is like that. He didn't have to go hang out.
Yeah.
And he would be okay just hanging out at the house. And
that's great. We just know so many. I mean, that was me when I was old enough to, and I think my parents were on board with that. Like, you can go.
Yeah.
You know, before I had my license, it was like, it's daylight. Why are you up in the house? You know, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, we just got back from vacation, and like it was just us four. Oh, and it was just nice to have that four. Like, we gave our kids the opportunity. You want to bring somebody? And they're like, no, let's go. I was like, well, okay.
That is the bomb.
Yeah. You had to hang out with your mom and I. Like, how cool is that? But he's also very social. Like, he loves to talk to people.
Right.
But like, he may not go out of his way.
Sure.
But like,
what's he do now?
He's finishing up his last semester at Milliken.
Okay.
So
what's the plan? Does he got one?
No. I think.
What was his major in?
It is, wow.
Yep. College. Okay.
Journalism, I think.
Okay.
But I think he's looking at maybe getting into ministry.
Okay.
So he helps leads worship at D1.
All right.
Twice a month. But I feel like that's where God has led him, like, for a long time. Like, he's just talented. He's got that skill level.
Right.
But I think because everybody expected that from him,
he went the other way, tried to bucket a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I'll still keep my foot in that little pot, but I'm going to see what else, because I mean, he's gone through a couple of different majors.
Yeah.
It was music, and then it was English, and then it's like journalism. I was like, dude, I mean, can't pick a new major every year. Right. But I think he said something to Marina the other day about
maybe
getting back into ministry as a full time. So, I mean, he's still young. Like,
yeah.
And I think that's the thing, is a lot of kids feel like, I have to have my life planned out by the time I graduate. No, you don't.
No. And it is a little bit different. Even I think that was the goal whenever even we were younger, is, you know, we're in the generation where if you're, you know, our friends' parents and stuff, if they were working at CAT, ADM, Firestone, Tate all day, you know, and that was a score because you got a good gig.
Yeah.
Well, now it's almost like, well, when you get out of high school or college or whatever, work a few jobs and see what you get out of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than going, pick your career, stick with it, and full speed ahead. It's like, well, I mean, I know people who are not even 30 yet that have sold insurance a little bit, sold homes a little bit. And then it's like, really, they're just building their skill set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To where, yeah. Well, it's cool either way. Is Bella a good student?
Yeah. So she wants to be a director. And I was like, kid, you still have a long time to figure out.
Director of what?
Movies.
Oh, a director.
Yes. She wants to be, she's like, if I had people now, she goes, I'd start making movies. I was like, well, we don't have any of the equipment.
Does she like write screenplays and stuff like that? Or you're like, no, she wants to direct the ones that are.
She does both. Like, she'll come up with scripts and everything else. Yeah. She loves that kind of stuff. And I was like,
that's actually really cool, man.
Yeah. So that's her plan, is to go to school for that. And I was like, all right.
She likes the idea of being like a little bit behind the camera work and all that stuff, huh?
Yeah. She likes being boss.
Oh, there you go. I think that's a gender thing.
Yeah. I don't know if I should comment in agreements on that, because I might get some comments back on this podcast.
You're like, well, yeah. We'll just say, okay.
Yeah. But she's growing up way too quick.
That's what I'm like. That's seeing her as one of them. Dang, time sure does not pause. You know what I mean? I see my own kids, so but yeah, you see one that you're like, do you even know who I am? It's crazy. You're a adult young woman. This is nuts.
Well, that's like when we started Upwards.
Yeah.
And seeing those kids from that first year.
Yeah.
And I walk up to them like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like, you used to be tiny. Now you're bigger than me playing high school ball.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay. So when I met you, you were, I think our common interest was probably Rotary Fields playing softball.
Yeah.
And you, I believe, worked for the Park District.
Mm-hmm.
And how did you go from, was it like going from a job to a calling? Or when you first got into working at the church, was that also, it was like, because it was in like the sports realm that you originally came to D1 with Tim, right?
Yeah.
And was it kind of like, no, it wasn't a calling, it was a job offer?
Yeah.
Or I don't know what.
So when I went to Olivet, when I first started, it was youth ministry.
Wait, so back up. Before, when you got out of high school,
yes,
you went to Olivet.
Yes.
Oh, so you had roots in the Nazarene. Okay,
yes.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. So
where'd you go to high school?
Danville.
Oh, I knew that too. That's right.
But after a couple years, some of those classes for ministry was like, wow, like, no, thank you. Like, terrible.
Hard?
Yes.
Theology type stuff?
Yes. Yeah. And so I took a year off and then went back, and that's where I got my sports management degree.
Okay.
So I had ministry and sports.
Okay.
And so I did my internship here at the Park District, and the lady that was in that position had just left. So Karen Benjamin and I worked together that whole summer of doing softball leagues and volleyball leagues and all that. And so after my internship was up, she's like, hey, you want the job? And I was like, yeah, I love it. Being at Rotary Park every night. Like, I was single.
Sweet. Dude.
Like, playing softball every night and working like
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I'll make sure the fields are in good condition because I'm playing on them.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. And I mean, at that time, we had over 100 teams playing.
Dude,
like,
it was awesome time.
We had Quannas, Torrance, Fansfield. Like, we were playing extra plus on top of Rotary. Like, it was crazy how much people loved softball.
Right.
And so about after 4 or 5 years, Tim Crump came up to me and he's like, hey, just trying to get some ideas from me. And I think he intentionally did that because he got me thinking, because he was like, hey, I wanted to build up the community, like sports wise, like what are some things that we could do? And so him and I had multiple conversations. Then he's like, hey, he goes, what if you came on staff as our community life outreach director? And I was like, well, I'm working the Park District. But then I was like, okay, so that's just kind of where I was at. I was like, all right, I love both things. And just felt the Lord leading me to the church. And so that's when we learned about Upwards and started the Upwards program.
Yeah.
And I mean, they've done a good job of growing it, because now I think it's like up around 300 kids.
Yeah, I would say they would be a lot of you.
Well, it was fun starting it, but I mean
that's how it, but I'm saying to take it from nothing to being a rough start behind the scenes, because nobody knows till you do it.
Yeah.
To going, oh, wow, killing it.
Because it was me and Patrick and Mickey.
Yep.
We went and we were going to think, well, we'll start next season. And Tim Crumb's like, no, we're starting this now. And I was like, what we just went through, there's no way that we can do this in that time. But I think we started with like 90 kids.
Yeah.
But to watch it grow as it did, and then even to where it is now, just like, wow.
Well, the only other option at that time was the Y, and they had a good program that's been around forever.
Yeah.
So I think that's what would make it difficult, is there's already something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So to even start with almost 100 kids is a ton.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's how it grew, was just through the word of mouth.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, man, this is a great program. Like,
right.
You're teaching my kids skills. You're teaching my kids about Jesus.
Yep.
Kids are having fun. And so, like, every year, it's like, we really didn't even promote it. It was just like, here's signups, and people were like, hey, we heard about this program. And I was like, holy cow.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Did it ever go in any other direction or just basketball?
So I think they do volleyball.
Okay.
We did soccer for a few years, but soccer was tough because you had the Y, you also had mid-state, like you were competing against.
And I mean, obviously the backbone behind the idea of, faith involvement and all that, but Mid-State's got a great program.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard you can't
I
even
think that's the only soccer program around here.
And they grow as needed. You know what I mean? They're massive now.
Yeah.
Again, it's a good program. Took a long time to get where it's at, but yeah, it's almost one of them where you don't start anything to compete with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're good, and they're good. So how, I don't know if you are familiar with Mid-State, but how they did it would be these kids are showing up, you're practicing. It's not your team.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of kids doing drills.
Yes.
And then putting that together, it's brilliant.
Yes.
You know what I mean? At first I'm going, oh, come on. What are you trying to save a buck by having one dude coach 40 kids? It's like, no. We're making it so they can play on any team and know their job and it's like, oh.
So Ethan played.
Oh yeah, that's right.
1 or 2 years there, but he just didn't like to travel.
Oh.
He's like, if you're traveling, you're really taking it seriously.
Yeah.
And I think Ethan just was like, I just want to play for fun. Like, and he enjoyed getting to know some of the kids. He still, I think, sees some of the kids he plays with, but that wasn't his thing.
Right.
But he tried it.
We did club the last year. It was travel. It was travel. It was pretty fun. But I think ours was once high school started, they try to get, like they'll start, if you're not playing basketball, then they start having workouts for baseball in the winter. And soccer workouts are right now every Monday and Wednesday, even though you don't have to go, that's what was funny. We kind of just hit on this is conditioning and camps, and you kind of expect everyone there. Well, that's my mom goes, well, hey, I heard her telling Mo, 3 or 4 weeks till school's back in. Maybe we can pick a few days and go do something, go whatever. And I'm like, hey, he's baseball next 5 Sundays, Monday, Wednesday, soccer, just for your scheduling. And she goes, yeah, but I don't think their school soccer right now is mandatory. And I go, neither is playing time. What are you talking about? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is mandatory. Like, yeah, you're not going to plan. Yeah. We're going to a water park today. No, you got to go sweat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the thing now is the coaches are looking for the kids that are willing to spend their summer
getting better.
And so when you do that, it shows the coach, okay, he's in it.
Yeah.
Like his focus is going to be this. And that it is hot, but
yeah,
man, that's the nice thing. But I feel like soccer though, like I wish my basketball guys would go play soccer just for the conditioning.
Right.
Because if you can run up and down the field when basketball season comes, it's going to be a breeze running up and down. Because last year it was tough. Like there's times we only had 6 kids playing. And it's like,
yeah, it's tough.
When we're not conditioned, we weren't ready for that. And that's why I said, all right, this year we're going to condition. We're going to do some stuff.
Right. We're only in control of so much.
Yes.
But us being able to handle it, we can be in control of that.
Yeah. Yeah. So we did that twice. And then, do you know Reed Sullivan?
Yeah. He's
coaching our high school team. And so he was even doing some open gyms.
Yeah. Sullivan Contractors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, when season starts, we're not conditioning. We're going to be already there. So then we can start doing
work.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I think that's just the thing is if kids are willing to say, no, I know it's summer and you want your summer.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're looking at playing collegiate level or you're wanting to make that varsity team, you're going to have to show your coach.
Yeah.
I'm in it I'm going to try to earn my playing time.
Dude, it's transpires so much into real life, real world. Reps pay off. Practice makes you better. If you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's to where you go, agreed. There's a part of me that goes, well, man, it was nice whenever all of a sudden you hit 18 and you no longer have 3 months a year off. Like, that's amazing, though, to have that time. You don't realize it then. But, yeah, what do you want? Yeah, if you want to be better, the work doesn't ever stop because somebody is working. Somebody is getting better. And I think that's been the benefit to travel and playing some ball is we're showing up to places where everybody is your age. So if you see some people that are just like have your jaw on the floor at how much studs they are, they're not older, they're not more experienced, they're not.
Yeah.
They just decided, to where it makes your level of, wait, hold on, I can definitely get better, or I can definitely improve, Still, nobody likes to do stuff that sucks.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to, and I don't think that ever changes, but it's almost like the give and take.
Well, I got a buddy who's got a son that's a year younger than Bella, but he's working with like a high school quarterback because that's what he wants to do. And I was like, well, there's no better thing to do than to get connected with the high school quarterback who's pretty solid, and he's going to be teaching your son at this age skills. I was like, so when you play that level of football and you got these skills from a high school kid, you're above everybody else right now.
Well, this is why, and I'm not taking anything away from him because he's a heck of a coach, but this is why Maroa has been so successful at football, is because they sold the whole community on something. And if you have a young man in that school district starting at 5 years old, will start learning the high school playbook in flag football.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it is like, I mean, he even says it. He's like, oh, by the time, unless you're new, by the time you get to where you're 8th, 9th grade, like we just need to drop some plays in. Other than that, you've been doing what we do.
Yeah.
That's what football is to you.
Yeah.
It's like, man, it takes a long time to build it, right? But once you get it built, if you keep it on track, it's amazing.
He's proven that. Like, dude, every year
after they went to the playoffs once, they've never not been.
I'm going to interrupt this episode for a minute to tell you about the sponsors of the show. And here we go.
At Midwest Lightning Rods, we specialize in the design and installation of lightning protection systems. A lightning protection system works by providing a controlled and safe path for the lightning to follow to the ground, thereby protecting structures and people from its damaging effects. Lightning damage can range from destroying electrical appliances to starting fires and destroying homes, and at times even being fatal. We have established that many homeowners are unaware of the potential of damage, but also that a solution exists. Reach out to us and let us get you a quote to get you protected. Depending on your insurance company, you may get a discount on your homeowners for having a certified system installed. And either way, you will have an idea of what to consider to make sure you and your family, as well as all your stuff, is safe when Mother Nature decides to blow a thunderstorm our way, as she always does here in the Midwest this time of year. Give us a call and arrange your free estimate at 217-872-4676. Lightning Strikes WeProtect.com or find us on Facebook.
Attention home or building owners with rooftop solar panels. It is your responsibility as the structure and solar system owner to clean, inspect, and overall, maintain your panels in order for them to maintain warranty and maximum energy production. Aerial Elite Solutions has an affordable solar panel inspection solution just for homeowners. Contact Aerial Elite Solutions at flyaes.com for more information and to get your solar system inspection scheduled.
With Opus Clips, you don't have to be a video editing whiz to create stunning clips that resonate with your audience. This intuitive app does all the heavy lifting for you, automatically crafting highlights that shine perfect for social media, marketing campaigns, or simply sharing your creative genius with the world. Scan this QR code or head over to the link in the description to unlock your full potential of Opus Clip. Let your creativity flow and watch your engagement soar. Your brand deserves to shine, and Opus Clip is here to help you do just that.
Now, let's get into this episode.
Build it, right? But once you get it built, if you keep it on track, it's amazing.
He's proven that. Like
Dude,
every year they're
after they went to the playoffs once, they've never not been. Come on, man. It's like, wait, what? He goes, yeah, like 11 or 20 or whatever it was. It was just like, you don't ever stop playing at the last game. He goes, no. For sure, no. And it was like 2A school.
Yeah.
I mean, that's saying 90% of your males are football players.
Yeah.
If they don't play an instrument in the band, then they're in football. I mean, I think that's how it was back in the day.
Well, and I think you got people that are willing to move.
Yeah.
To be part of that.
Well, so he goes, so Ant's, however old Ant is, 22, something like that. So 6 years ago when he was a freshman, or Kyle was a freshman, I remember going to track meet, check him out. He was doing triple jump or something. Wade Jostis was in track, and Josh was just a spectator. That was his spectating sport. The next year, he took over as track coach because he's like, I'm going to be here anyway. And they broke so many state title records at Maroa. It was insane because he goes, oh, if you play football and you don't play baseball, you now are a track athlete because I'm the coach. So he's like, yeah, everything. And it was like, kind of makes everyone want to get more involved and do better. And it is contagious. I mean, dude, we did the Friday Night Flights thing where we go do live stream with a drone from different conference matchup throughout the state, throughout football season, all over. It's kind of like your school gets this, you know what I mean? And so we get to see a lot of teams throughout the state get introduced and what their Friday night lights consist of. Dude, Maroa is like a event. I'm serious. It was like the second Friday in the season. It was September still. There was nothing. It was just a game. Dude, it was freaking fireworks. They're busting through bands going crazy, crowd. And I'm going, what the? Oh, so these young little kids on the sidelines throwing football back and forth, the kids, they can't wait till they get to take this stage. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where it's like a privilege to get to. And when I said that to Justice, he's like, that's the idea. You know, you do have it to where so expectations are the same even. Like, so my way is also every coach's way, all the way down, you know, and it's like, it's genius.
Well, I'll tell you what, their baseball program is top notch again. They have good rate volleyball. Yep. And so it's just like, it is contagious. When you start seeing how winning does in one program, you're like, well, I want that for my volleyball. How do I get that?
For sure. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, sports is, even in like the business world, anything, just competitiveness is nice to have or whatever. The thing to know you have to go do this to be able to make this happen. Like I have to practice this to make that. I love that. You know, it's, action and motion where you can see your work pay off. That's huge. Yeah. You know, well, and it's proven. I mean, you look at anybody who goes to college to, as like a pitcher. They don't magically throw 7 miles an hour harder. No, they just finally have someone showing them how to use their body, you know what I mean? But all right, this has been like nothing but sports podcast here. I love it though, dude. I freaking love it. That too. I love it. Okay, so whenever do you take any credit at all for starting Upwards, or you're like, no, I just followed instructions?
I just said, like, if people ask me, like, were you part of it? I'm like, yeah, I was a part of it. But
well, I only ask you that because to me, you did start Upwards. And so I'm like, is that what makes you feel like when you looked at Decatur Christian or even Decatur Public School, is it Decatur Public Schools, were you involved in sports at all? Okay, no. So when you look at, like, you're growing the program now, are you like, well, I've done this? Or is it like, no, I haven't. I'm not. Or is it like you're like, it's completely different?
I think Decatur Christian is completely different.
Okay.
Because like your pool is much smaller to choose from, I feel.
Oh yeah, you're not out there telling people to, hey, bring your kid to.
Yeah, because if that's the case, then you got to pay money to be a part of that.
right. Yeah.
So, and that's hard. But this year we have, and actually last year we weren't affiliated with anything for middle school, so we worked out with homeschool kids.
Okay.
So they were able to be a part of that, and so that's helping build.
Is that a thing?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty heavily.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's 3 big homeschool groups in this area.
Okay.
Arthur Christian, if you look at most of their sports, it's all homeschool kids.
All right.
But like IHSA has changed it because it used to be that kids had to take 5 classes in order to be part of your team.
Gotcha.
Well, that doesn't work real well for homeschool kids. They have their own schedule, but now they just have to come to one class. So they can come take PE class. And that's their class.
But they have to show up to school every day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So now if you're not affiliated with IHSA, then it doesn't matter. So like Arthur Christian, I believe, is like they're not a full member.
Gotcha.
So they can balance that a little bit different. So like instead of being able to play in the IHSA tournament, they've started their own Christian tournament at the end, which is the same thing. And there's multiple, like I think it's like Nashville. There's one in Ohio that's kind of like an IHSA, but it's like for non-school
attendees.
Yes.
Okay.
So like there's advantages of doing that. It's like, okay, we last year for basketball was going to get paired up with Warrensburg. That wouldn't have been fun for anybody.
Right.
And they ended up playing, I think, Delane Weldon and beating them by like 70 points. And I was like, that was supposed to be us.
Sorry we missed that one.
Yeah. Because they asked, like, you guys want to be part of it? I was like, there's no point.
Right.
Like,
this is humiliating.
Yeah.
Right.
So we're just going to end our season and just be done with it.
Right.
So there are options now. And now I think even IHSA passed, which I'm not for, that you can transfer twice through high school without having to sit. They're making it like college. So like you can you're going to start seeing high schools put together super teams. Is what's going to happen. And so it's like, oh, I can transfer from this public school to this public school and I don't have to sit out a year. I can just go play. And I could do that 4 times or twice. So
that's a lot.
Yeah. Well, if you look at the state football tournament, just about every school that won was private.
Oh, really?
Yes. And that's the bad thing right now is people are like, listen, private schools need to have their own tournaments so that we as public schools, because you can't compete when you're recruiting kids.
Dude, that was back in the day. My whole life of St. Teresa was, if you, not at any certain sport, if you were a good point guard freshman at Warrensburg, you will be a Bulldog next year. A freshman starting varsity. Who? Holler has, I don't know what they did. I don't know how they did it. But it was like, oh, yeah, everybody ain't got a couple grand. But whatever. You know, I don't know. But do you think they should have a separate? But see, I don't agree with like Maroa getting kicked out of a conference because they were good. It's like, you got to take your medicine once a year. You don't play them every week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going, or like you're that dead set on not improving that it has to be their fault. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like I get a scene back in the day if it's going, come on, man. Say T ends up with all the good players. Everyone but TJ Jackson went to, what's going on here? But I don't like, I like the idea of people of young adults being able to get income. I do like that. But I think NIL money is going to jack move the whole collegiate sports system because now it's getting treated like pros because you can transfer portals are huge and often. And there is no more going and building. Again, there's no more learning. You become the best to go to the next level until you get D1. And then by then you should be thinking you're getting looked at.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It makes sense, but it also don't.
Yes. And that's the, like for college basketball, like NCAA, you're going to find a team that has 5 seniors that have been at the program the whole time.
Right.
And they're going to compete.
Right.
But for the most part, if you don't have the money, you're not going to have the kids.
Right.
And so you see that with football, like these big programs are just forking out millions and millions of dollars to kids. And I'm like, my gosh.
That's insane.
Like, why would you go pro when you're getting paid $8 million?
Right. Yeah. You're finishing up, you might go to the draft, but you also have 10.5 million invested from your junior year of college. Wait, what? I don't know.
I feel like with that, like if this is the route they're going to go, they need to teach kids how to invest that money. Like
that'll.
And because if I'm 18 years old and I got 10 million, like I'm just going to blow it.
So, Caleb Jump?
Yes.
Okay. He's a financial advisor, and he just recently started working with a couple college kids because it's kind of the same thing. He goes, even their parents are well-to-do, but they didn't have $200,000 in their bank account when they were 19.
Yeah.
So that your parents knowing what to do with their investments and portfolio is completely different than going, well, this ain't your parents. This is yours.
Yes.
Do you want this to, I mean, you look at I'm going to take a guess and go, most people, if they went and played, there's guys who went and played in the league for the major leagues for a year or two, and then real life came and they don't still have that money.
No.
That's been gone so long. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's going to involve agents.
Yes.
Which isn't a educational institution. That is professional sports.
Yes.
Because you have to have an agent. I hate to say it, but unless you're going to sit here touching base with what school you should go to next, you're probably going to hire someone to do it for you because you're getting paid and you're good. And I don't know. I think it's almost like, did they have a plan or did they just decide this was a good move and do it? It feels like there should have been, like, you're adding transfer portals towards like, well, why don't you come up with a plan first?
Yes.
And then,
and that's hard on recruiting.
Oh, yeah.
You can't say, well, we're going to build a program here when you're like, if we have a good year, 3 of you are probably going to transfer to a different school.
Right. Right. Well, so that's what's crazy is I got the Milliken's new head coach, who he's just about to kick off their season here. And it is like, so if there was like a Milliken alumni that was like, here's $20 million for the football program, you could go get people. And he goes, yeah. Like, that's nuts,
Yeah.
But his point, which is valid, and this, there is millions of collegiate athletes. They're not all getting paid. There will still be, but it's like, yeah, but the ones that we're going to see play pro ball are in the category I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, but there's still, of course, a ton of kids who would just like to get on a winning team and would like to be, but I don't know. I don't know. And I've used this one before it does suck that in 2004, the U of I made probably $10 million off D. Brown and Darren Williams and Roger Powell jerseys, bobbleheads, and all that, and they didn't get a dime. That sucks. But you know what I mean? It does suck going, everyone's wearing my jersey and I'm borrowing money for gas. That's just crazy. So I don't know what the happy medium, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. My thing would probably be at best you can get 10 grand and a food card or whatever to make college easier.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like if you want to play for money, then you have to make it past this level.
Well, and that's the thing is like,
these are all levels.
And I think it was the kid from Ohio State, their wide receiver this past year, like great season. Well, he got offers from multiple other colleges, like to outbid what he was making there. And I was like, it's a bidding war now.
For sure.
And it's like,
that's exactly what it is. That's what I mean, where it's going. First of all, it's not, but their prime focus is supposed to be education.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do have to, even smart, great athletes know, hey, yeah, you can't be a dummy.
No.
Rich dummies don't stay rich very long. Right. I don't know. It is interesting. But that just means there was so much money just there because of these. I mean, dude, college football season is insane. It's wonderful. March Madness is beautiful.
Yes.
And I mean, heck, you get down like in Texas and these college stadiums trump most pro stadiums as far as capacity. You know what I mean? To where it is like.
Well, I think in Texas, I think even high school.
You got 60,000 fans. Like, what? Yeah. So that's where Billy Reebok, the new Milliken coach, he was in Texas for the last 14 years.
Oh, was he?
That's what I'm like, you came here, huh? Welcome to DK. He's like, no, I'm alum. I'm like, oh, you're from here. He's like,
okay.
Yeah. He's like, I'm back home. I've been gone for 18 years.
That is crazy.
Coming into it 0-20. I said, huh? No game wins? 2 years? He goes, no. It's okay. Don't need to ask why you got a job. He's like, it was me or the guy bagging groceries at Kroger. No. Well, no, it's crazy because that's when I go, well, man, will you win some games? And he goes, I plan on winning all of them. And I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, we got 75 new kids coming. I'm like, wait, what? He goes, yeah. We got 75 brand new football players that are coming. And I'm going, oh, shit, you might actually win.
Wow.
He goes, oh, yeah, there's a plan behind it. And I go, you came. He goes, yeah.
That's a lot of new kids.
Yeah.
Isn't Court Miller? He was a St. T kid. I think he plays.
Britt?
No, Court Miller. He's about Ethan's age.
Oh. I do know who you're talking about. I don't know.
I think because my wife was saying the other day that she ran into his mom and that he was playing football.
Okay.
But I know that I don't.
You know, there's 130 kids on a college football roster.
I know that.
Because he's at 75. I'm like, well, what do you do with all the leftovers of that 75? He's like, that's not all of them. I'm like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, there's still 55 that are returning. And it's like, there's a ton of kids. Huh?
That's pretty big for Milliken.
I agree.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, he seemed to think, I mean, he had me believing him. I mean, of course you have to be. I mean, he moved his whole family for it. But,
yeah.
Because he's never been a head coach, you know. And he goes, well, and I go, so, but you're under contract. It isn't like if you suck, he goes, well, you can invite me back if we go 0-10. I go, yeah, but you're not going to like it. Yeah. I'm going to pull up clips of you saying you're going to win all the games. Yeah.
Isn't new AD, wasn't he a basketball coach at Milliken at St. T?
Yeah.
Noonan.
Yep. Yeah, because they got, I'm trying to think what there's a new AD over there too. There's a new soccer coach this year at St. T. I don't know. I just get blown away by the lack of, or I guess it's exactly what we talked about earlier. The number of kids who even still in high school will go try something. Not discouraging it. I think it's great. But what? You just, what? I think I need a baseball glove. No, you don't. If you don't have one, you don't need one. No, I don't know, man. I just look at it. I freaking love sports, dude. I love competition. I love all of it. And I think it grows. Well, heck, I think a lot of my relationships were built on it. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what, if me and my son are anywhere, there's like if I stop and talk to someone randomly, the short answer to where you know them from is we played ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty much that'll be where whoever it was, we played some form of ball together. Yeah.
Well, that's like a lot of my connections are Rotary.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Is it still popping out? Like, really?
No. They only, I'm going to be honest. That's the hard thing is seeing where we were with that program to where it is now. Like,
I didn't know fire ever left. I thought we just stopped playing.
Oh no, it left. Well, all the young guys that were single are now married with kids, coaching,
and they got teams. Yeah.
Now the church league, so they only had 2 nights of softball out there.
What?
Yeah.
All week?
Yeah.
Oh.
Monday and Wednesday are the only nights for softball.
Dude, that used to be every night and one night shoot to Hayes afterwards.
Uh-huh. It's rough. We had 9 teams this year in the church league, which that's pretty good.
That's
But I guess the co-ed is also on Monday nights, but they just don't have the teams. But also, I don't know who else is going to hear this podcast, but the Diamonds are garbage.
oh.
Now they try to put new dirt out there and try to level it off, but they had a state tournament out there a couple weekends ago, and the teams played 2 games because the weather, you can't do much about the weather,
Right.
but you could, if you had turf diamonds, you're playing.
Right.
And that's what everybody's going to now.
Oh, yeah.
The complexes are all turf. If Rotary wanted to make money,
Yeah.
they would, and I know it's going to cost money to do it.
Oh,
but if you got turf fields out there, you're having baseball games, softball. Yeah.
Every weekend. We go to them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be really nice to have one.
Yes. Where you didn't have to go pay for a hotel.
Well, and yeah, that's just part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is these complexes are going up pretty much everywhere, and they're busy spring to fall. I mean, you can't tell me it's not huge. I mean, they're making some money at these places, of course, but yeah, the other end of it is how many figures do you start in the hole to put a bunch of turf out there? I don't know. Like, there's places we play now that just are gradually, they'll go a diamond a year. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because you can still, as long as a lot of these tournaments, the small print is, if we can have you play, you will play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because no one wants to cancel or reschedule or refund or.
Well, they did that this year at Cincinnati for the tournament. So
you went?
Oh, yeah.
You go every year?
Well, I've gone, I think, the last 5.
Oh, that is awesome, dude.
So, but the one that feel like, was it 2 years ago? Like, it just got rain and rain and rain. Like, we were scheduled to play at 2:00 in the morning.
Oh.
Yeah. And we got out there and it just started pouring. And we're like, oh, this is stupid. And like, so teams have left because they're paying this money, they're traveling, and then getting rained out.
Right.
But they put one of the whole complexes is full turf now.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, they saw the need.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's costing a little bit more to play, but you're going to do that if you want to play on a nice complex.
Well, and also if you take the manpower to properly line, drag, maintain fields, that gets removed from the equation financially because, the dirt you get hauled in every year. I mean, there are some things where they make the finances make sense. Not to mention turf has got to be somewhat inexpensive overall because it's every freaking where.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It used to be like turf.
Yeah.
Or who are these? Who died and left them money to put this complex together?
Well, and I'm really surprised that there's not been a complex put up around here.
You see, one broke ground right by Shields.
Yes, I saw that.
That's going to be bad, dude.
They got a dome on that thing too.
Yeah, I seen the plans for that before Shields was there, and I was like, "This ain't happening." I'm always one of them. Nah, it ain't happening. No way. And it's like, wait, I heard about this. Wait, that's it? Like, yeah, okay, they're doing
that's genius because my glove breaks.
Yep.
Walk in next door.
Yep. Yeah, you're dang right. Yeah, it is like, man, if you have the money to franchise a Freddy's or a DQ or something, put it up right there. You know what I mean? It's going to be a hot spot, dude.
I told my wife, I said, if we ever play the big lottery and we win, I'm building me a sports complex.
On the complex, man.
And
so we went to, I'm probably going to say it wrong. I don't know why I want to say West End, but that's not what it's called. It's something over in Indy. Dude, they had, what is the name of it? Either way, there was like 4 different okay, so if you can imagine a concession stand, 4 diamonds backed up to it. There was 4 of those.
Oh.
And then 20 turf soccer fields. 20.
That's crazy.
Massive. This thing is, and then indoors they had it looked, I don't really know. It looked like a giant, It looked kind of like the building over there, the old Back Racks buildings at the church now. It looked kind of like that, but then inside was side by side volleyball courts, which I guess probably were basketball courts too, but to where it was like, oh, they're getting it. And parking lots were packed. They had like a full restaurant and bar at every concession stand inside. It was like, oh, this isn't recreation. This is a business.
Well, see, that's what I thought the Park District should have done. I know they put the golf course out there.
Yeah.
But where Buffett put all that stuff, they could have pay money, put more fields out there.
Yeah.
Have a hotel bar right there.
Right.
As you come in. Like you could have done
it there, could have added to it across the street at the Borg where they had at least the ground laid. There was
opportunity, but now, like, I think Rand Tool's got a really nice complex.
Right,
I've not been there, but everybody
it is nice.
Talks about
really
it.
Nice.
We even thought about playing there on a church league, but it's just one game. I was like, if I was going to play 2 games, I might be willing to travel,
right?
Then play here.
Yeah.
Is it Effingham or Mattoon?
Let me see. I know Rand Tool. They got Chatham. They got Jacksonville. Oh, Mattoon. Yes, Mattoon does have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, Decatur's got to find something.
Springfield's about to have one. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to lose. I mean, any competitive softball those guys are playing elsewhere.
Right.
So, but yeah, softball season, it's just sad to see Rotary Park.
See, I didn't know. Yeah, I had no idea that it was kind of just a fallen thing. I didn't imagine people ever getting sick of that game.
Oh, yeah.
Or I guess life happens too. But then again, it's going, hey, we were also playing with dudes who were in high school that would eventually be in the boat where they could come play softball. So I get it that people have kids and all that, but it goes, what about the next generation?
Yeah. I mean, our team, shoot, I'm 44. I mean, Jonesy's still playing. Patrick's still playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's great, dude.
So we even had a guy on our team who was actually the former pastor before I was at Trinity. He's 70 years old, and he played this year. But it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun. We won the league, but lost in the tournament. Lost the championship game.
Okay.
But for us, it's now more of just the fellowship. Like, I mean, when we were younger, it was about winning.
Yeah, we did. I was going to say, dude, that was some of the best softball. Whenever it would be a cooker on Monday, it'd be like, let's get it, dude.
Yeah.
We will win.
Yes. Yes. And now it's like, let's just not get hurt.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun.
Right.
And so we go to Cincy now. When we get to Cincy, it's, all right, guys, we want to fellowship and have fun, but we came all the way here, so let's win. So 2 years ago, we finished second. We were actually the 1 seed and then got beat both games in the championship game. I mean, we got murdered in both games. It's like, that doesn't feel very good.
Yeah. Oh, again. Okay.
Yeah. He was like, all right, that first game, they probably used all their hits. And the first inning of the second game, they scored like 8 runs. We're like, oh, this is bad news.
Yep.
And then last year, I think we finished 3rd or 4th, but it's just, we didn't have depth. Like that one year when we played, like everybody got hurt. Mickey got hurt. Snowden got hurt. We were playing till midnight.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
your body's getting fun though, dude.
It was.
I mean, those were times, man. Softball was fun. I even scroll back through because, dude, I used to have Mo as a toddler, like he'd over there sitting in an iPad and in a bag chair, like, where you at? I'll be right out there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to play next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to play. Yeah.
You can play.
Yeah. I didn't know that was even, I didn't know what was going on, actually. I didn't know everybody still played together, though. Not everyone, but a few of you.
Yeah. So really,
tell the 70 guy, tell him he can take it. I got his spot.
Yeah. Well, so this year in the first game of the tournament, he pulled his groin, and he's like, I was thinking about playing next year. He goes, but I think this might be my sign that this is it. Yeah. This is it.
Yeah, because you're 70, you're never healing from. Your groin is just pulled. That's just it. It's done.
Yeah,
that's funny. So what will you do? Your job now, you're head pastor at Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
Is that church, how long have you been there?
I'm on year 10.
Have you grown, maintained? Is the goal always to grow, or is it like, I don't even really know?
Well, up until COVID, we were growing.
Okay.
And after COVID, it's been a challenge.
Right.
And I think it's been like that for any church.
I kind of, full confession is I don't really go to church much since COVID, because I found a couple things I really, really, really enjoy that I found to watch. And I'm a pastor person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I loved D1 Naz because I loved Tim Crump.
Yeah.
Not as as a person, but I also loved how he did what he did.
Yeah.
You know, someone talks a certain way and
Yeah.
I'm not even knocking who's there now. I don't even think I've heard her.
Yeah.
And obviously she's probably doing pretty good, but yeah, again, it was like after they started switching after that, I'm like going, man, I'm not a building devotee. My parents, they love that church.
Yeah.
I'm sure you love that church. I mean, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm one of them like, oh, I don't want to sit here going like, what time is it, bro? I'm talking about over this. You know, I don't like that. I like, you know.
Yeah.
You do that when you're, a kid and don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But either way.
I mean, most people did that. Like, you did church online.
Yeah.
It was safe. It was comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't have to get my 3 kids changed. We can just gather here.
But the word versus fellowship is different.
Yes. And that's the one thing that I miss the most is preaching to a screen. Like, that was weird to me.
Right.
But we were having 100 people that were watching the sermon. So it's like we found a way to connect.
Do you still stream it?
Marina will video and then put it on YouTube.
Okay.
But the problem is just how do you get people that were comfortable during COVID to now come back in?
Right.
And so it's been a battle, and in all the churches, a lot of churches are still struggling with that. Like,
right.
We can't get people to show up, but they'll sit there and watch it online. But it is different, like being in person, like worshiping and fellowshipping. Like, there's something that just really brings about the service.
Yeah.
And so right now we're probably not growing. Like, we're maintaining where we've been for about the last year or so. And it's just like, I don't know. I don't have the solution. I mean, we pray,
right,
and that Lord would bring us more people, but I don't know. Like, it's just hard.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think it's it. I mean, you only so much of it can be, okay, well, do better, and then they'll come. It's like, all right, but what's the phrase that was always used, like steal and flock, or you're not necessarily trying to take people from their comfortable home church. You're just trying to get the people. Yeah. So COVID took and went. The people who did just come on Sundays, we got something for you. Don't even have to do that.
Yeah.
Wait, did Fauci talk to God? Is this cool? We don't have to go to church anymore? Fauci.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That would be a tough one, though. I mean,
we had people that left because we closed, and I was like, but we had strict restrictions. We couldn't meet.
Oh, yeah, you have to follow whatever.
But there were some churches that
just said screw it.
Yeah.
Well, in a position like that, business, church, whatever. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What is what ends up going your way or not? If it works out, then you look like you can go, we didn't care and we did it. And it's like, yeah, but if there would have been something go negative and you could handle it and a smaller one can't,
then
you got an empty building.
Yeah.
Forever. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's what was your what was your job before you took the head pastor job? Because you went from being the outreach, whatever, and then you took a different gig at D1.
I was children's pastor.
Mm-hmm. And you did that for a couple of years?
Yeah, I think 3-4 years.
And during that, were you, does the position make you scope out other opportunities? Is that kind of how it goes? And then you just said, well, having your own church or being a head pastor, it seems like pretty substantial obligation or role or pressure, or well, I'm not trying to say it negative, but it's putting a lot on you to where you can only look up for answers now.
Yes.
You can't go to the head pastor.
So when I was at D1 and as a children's, I never saw myself doing anything else.
Right.
Like I was just like, this is where we're going to be at. Well,
you did seem, the role was perfect, dude. You killed it.
And so like we were having upwards families that were being a part of that were coming to church now. You made those connections and it was fun. And we did, wow, I can't even think of what program we were doing back there. But like people were engaged, people were having a good time. And then, things happen, like switching pastors, like
they've done that a few times
in the Nazarene church as a pastor, like if your senior pastor leaves, you have to resign and the board decides to keep you on.
So it's a whole package deal, and either you get re-invited to the party or it goes, well, we're going to see if the new guy's going to fill the new spots.
Yeah. Gotcha. And that's the thing is like he could bring his own staff in and be like, see you guys.
Right.
And so like when Tim Crump left, I was like, oh man, this is nerve wracking. And then the board was like, we're going to keep you on. And then when Brian Powell came, like he kept some of us on and brought a couple of his own people in. And then when he left, that was kind of the big thing there is like when he left, people were like, oh, we're done. Like too much change going on.
Right.
And so then when Adam came in, he's like, oh, we'll keep you because we were actually growing in transition time, like Jeremiah and Daniel.
You're still growing.
It was like, and that's unusual because usually during transition time.
Just the opposite.
Yes.
You're going to lose some, gain some, and hopefully balance.
Yes.
Right.
But we were actually growing. And then when everything else happened, it's just kind of like my wife just got a new job at Catholic Charities. And I was like, okay, Lord, like I got to find a job. And what's that going to look like? And then our DS called and said, oh, I have a small church over there. And I was like, oh, you know where that's at?
Right.
And so we went and interviewed. And
you pass it all the time. Look to your left.
Yes. Yes. That big green, yellow bus. Like that's where we're at.
Yeah.
But it's different now. Cause now it's like, I don't have any other staff. Like it's just me.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like, all right, my staff meetings. Okay. What are we going to do?
Okay. Have that on the way home.
Yes. But it is a little bit more challenging. And now
but is it Sunday school and kids church and all, but it's just volunteers doing it.
Yes.
Right? So there's no staff.
We have people in place that
Sure.
lead the kids. And like right now we're trying to transition because we haven't had any youth, but now like Bella's a youth. We have a couple more people that are kids that are going to be coming up into the youth. So it's now we're like transitioning to try to find someone to fill in. But here's the thing is like, we're an older congregation. I mean, you're limited on what you can do.
Right.
And that's kind of the hard thing in trying to navigate through that is like, I can only ask so many people to do so many things.
Right.
And I can't ask somebody that's spiritually not there to lead.
Sure.
And so it is a lot different, and it is more looking up, be like, okay, Lord, I need your help on this.
Is that what a lot of your life decision literally is just going, hey God, I'm listening.
Well, yeah,
I'm looking, you show me, I'll see it.
Well, that's the even thing going back to Decatur Christian is being bivocational. It's like, all right, Lord, do I stick around here, the public schools and hope that I'm making a difference, or can I make a real difference spiritually where I can talk about that with kids?
Right.
And so then he opened that door up. And so now I've connected with a lot of kids. And so it's just like, a lot of times is just, all right, Lord, like, I got my first tattoo.
What's that say?
It says Isaiah 6:8, here I am, send me. That's kind of
that's your thing.
My thing is, all right, Lord, where do you want me? And who are you going to put in my way? And what opportunities are you going to give me? And that's my reminders. That's every day I got to look to him and say, okay, here I am, lead my day.
Man, that's hard.
It is.
I mean, maybe it's not. I mean, it's faith, it's whatever. But man, that would just seems hard. It seems like extremely hard to go.
Well, it is.
I hope that you care about my refrigerator having food in it today, because it'd be nice to have this paycheck, but.
Well, and that's the thing is, Maureen and I have gone through that life of living paycheck to paycheck.
But somehow though, it's got to build a little bit of confidence in knowing that you put it in God's hands, and somehow He hears you. And
it
he
works
tells
itself
you.
out.
Yeah, it's not crazy. It's cool.
Well, and sometimes it's like,
Just because I'm one of them, I need to see.
yes.
You know, I mean, work in real world. I mean, business life and stuff like that. It's like, oh man, if I want to, I'm going to have exactly what I had when I went to sleep praying about it. If I didn't do anything,
yes.
you know what I mean? You're going, hey, I'm here. Use me, show me, guide me, put me there.
And that is hard, because you are saying, I'm taking control off my life. And all right, Lord, what's that going to look like? And, we pray for more people at the church, and it hasn't happened. It doesn't mean He's not hearing our prayers. It just means we're not ready for it yet. And so like, that's the mindset you have to have as a pastor and as a follower of Christ is,
it's not pass or fail. It's timing.
Yeah. It's like, just because He didn't answer doesn't mean like, what did I do wrong? It's just like, it's not for this moment.
Right.
And then like later on, you see Him respond to that prayer, and it's like, oh, now I see what you made me trust you. You made me put my faith in you through that month, year, 5 years to answer that prayer. And so it is hard, but it's also so rewarding when you're like, okay, God saw.
Is there any part of you ever? No, that's a terrible question. Never mind.
No, you can ask it.
I mean, is there a part of you ever where maybe things aren't going great, right? And you and your wife are sitting there where you're going, is this all bullshit?
No, I wouldn't say that. It's more like, it's one of these times we're being tested. Sometimes.
So you recognize that of going,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't ever say that I sat there and be like, okay, God, this is stupid. But it's like, okay, God, what are you trying to show us?
Yeah. Do I need to get on a ladder? Are you not hearing me?
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the top floor.
Yes. Like how much more do I need to pray? But then again, it's like, where's my faith at? Like to have those conversations. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Having those conversations. Lord, are you hearing me? Yeah. Like I've been struggling with this, and I need something. Show me something. But it's all going back to, okay, everything's in His hands. And
you just have to know that. Remember that. Remind yourself of that.
And that's hard, because when you go through those hard times, you're like, God, where are you?
Amron don't care what.
Yeah. My power bill just doubled.
God said He will provide. They're like, well, so will Amron, but it's going to be another $350.
Yes. And it is hard. Like I can't imagine some of those people that go through hard things after hard things.
Yeah.
But then you find people that do that and they're still smiling.
Yeah.
And you're like, how do you do that?
Well, no, it's kind of crazy because my faith is, I mean, I have strong faith. I think that there's been, like, I can almost count, like I can remember them so vividly where I was in situations, usually in business, to where things were just not going to work out. You know what I mean? I was going to have to figure something out or something, and it would almost be like something would fall into place and make me just go, all right, man. Good one, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you just had me panicking, bro. Yeah. But I feel like that. Like, my prayer conversations are kind of like that. Come on, man. You see me? Yeah, I love you. Everything you do. Help me out, man. Yeah. I appreciate my parents being healthy, my kids being happy, but I need.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing.
I need a break. Yes.
Like, we a lot of times turn and be like, oh, this is what I need.
Yeah.
And God's like, listen,
calm down.
This is what you need.
Yeah.
I got what you need.
Yeah. And so do you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's powerful, dude.
So it's
a training, right? I mean, you weren't just like, were you kind of always have faith like that? Or it's like, well, no, I finally got put in a spot where that's my job. You know what I mean? This is where you're going, hey, this isn't volunteer work only because everything's so expensive to live.
So I went through a time when I worked at the Park District where I kind of walked away from not necessarily my faith,
Right.
but I was living my world. Like I was doing what I wanted to do
Sure.
and doing things that I wanted to do and hanging out with people that were good friends of mine, but we just didn't do what I should be doing.
Right.
And those were some challenging years. I was living by myself, working in the park district, working the nights. And yeah, it was fun at Rotary Park and all that, but my life wasn't, I didn't feel satisfied. I didn't feel it fulfilling. And that's when God's like, listen, I called you into ministry. I need you to get back into ministry. And that's kind of that Tim Crump thing was like, I was struggling and Tim starts talking to me about, do you want?
And as much as it sounds random.
Yes, it was. It wasn't.
It wasn't
at
random.
The time.
It
I was
was,
like,
but it wasn't. Yeah.
So that was just God getting my attention.
Of going, I get you like what you're doing. You can do that.
Yeah.
Do it
And
over here.
so now, like I get to be an athletic director. I'm teaching Bible and a pastor. It's like, he's like, look, if you would have just waited on me, I brought all these things together for you.
Right.
And it's like, oh, so those hard times that I had to go through, those hard times that Maria and I had to go through, like he's now bringing us on the other side of that and be like, look, you guys were full of worry, anxiety, fear. He's like, I've taken care of you. And it does when you see your power bill, you're like, ooh, Lord.
Well, no, it's got to be amazing though to go, you've been there enough and counted on God enough and he's came through enough to where when challenges hit, you kind of just go, ooh, this is going to be interesting. Instead of going, oh man.
Well, I mean,
shit.
to be honest, like there are times where I still struggle with that.
Right.
Like I wish that I had that mentality of like, all right, God, let's
That's
do
what
this.
faith is though, right? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
If you try to make it make sense, you're going to worry and you're going to.
Like we all fall, we all fail. And it's just, how do we respond to that? And so for me, it's like, man, I got to do better. And that's that growing. That's like every day getting into God's word, spending time praying. That brings that faith, that brings that strength in you to where, because there are people that look at the situations and are like, God's got this. And I'm like, really?
Right. Dude, my mom.
It really is. She's one of those people.
Dude. Where I'm like, hey, I didn't need to hear that right now.
Yeah.
You know, can you tell him he's got this and tell him to let me know?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, she is.
I mean,
but I used to say this though, and not to cut you off, but I used to be like this. Yeah, Mom, if I was retired with guaranteed money coming in that's going to take care of me, my house is paid off, my cars are paid off, everything was great, then my faith would be stronger too. And she's going, oh, you think that I did all this and then got my faith? Or did God made me in the situation that you think that I'm in, which your description is totally inaccurate? You know, everything's great over there. It's like, is it?
Yeah.
Have we met?
Yeah.
But, you know, it is. I think, I don't know. It's easy to try to be in control.
Well, I think we all have that desire to be in control.
Well, I think if nothing else, who do we blame if we fail? It's us. You blame yourself if you fail. You know what I mean? And if you put it in God's hands and you trust God and it fails, whose fault is it? And the answer is like, it doesn't fail.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
You know, so it goes, oh man.
Because a lot of times we're blaming God. Like, God, why did you allow this to happen?
I know.
And so now it's like flipping that switch is like, okay, God, you got this, and I'm going to keep trusting you.
Right.
And again, it's easier said than done. Like I could preach it every Sunday. Listen, God's got everything in control. And then when something bad happens, people are like, I thought God had it in control. And then I'm trying to explain like, well, let's see what happens out of this situation.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's going to do with it yet. We have a young gal in our church that's lost two babies, and she's on her third one now. And like, she was angry at God. And then she stood up in church about a month ago and says, I'm trusting God with this. She goes, I felt like I wasn't in a relationship with God. Like I was just expecting him to make everything fine.
Right. You owe me.
Yeah.
Prove yourself.
So now she's like, I've gone through the bad and I realized that the one thing I needed was him. And she's coming back to church and she's got this strong faith and she's got a, I think, C-section in August, end of August. And it's just like, gosh, man, she's gone through it.
Right.
And now she's sitting here saying, I was missing the boat because I wasn't trusting God. I just wanted him to give me what I wanted.
Right.
And so for me, it's like, sometimes that's my wake up call. It's like, man, if she's a young in her 20s, gone through some of the hardest times of her life, like I can't imagine losing a kid.
Right.
No way.
Right.
And here she is saying, I trust God with this whole situation.
You're like, I should have no problem. We should have no problem. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so when you see these people, like that's why God gives us a story, a testimony, is to share with people of what he's brought us out of.
Right.
And it's cool to see that. And it's
is.
like, but yet we still lack the faith at times and be like, all right, you've done this for me, but right now, Lord, I'm worried. Like,
right. No, I feel you. Right. Well, and I would go, it used to annoy me that my mom's positive energy. You know, everything will be or see, told you everything. Or I'd tell her something good happened. She'd be like, oh, praise God. And I'm like, no, I just went and busted my butt and this is what happened. And you know what I mean? I almost didn't like, even though it was almost me just not wanting to say, okay, you're right, Mom.
Yeah.
Like I already talked to God. He knows he did it. I know he did it. But man, you did tell me everything was going to be okay. But like you said, I mean, it's the middle of summer and I can't afford my power bill. So it's going to be hot for a couple of weeks. It's like, yeah, at the end you didn't die and you got a new this and that. It's like, yeah, it didn't make that easier.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just made me get through it. But what do you learn? Who do you meet? What happens?
Yeah. It's
just a maturing thing, man. I think it's tough no matter what. And I really have come to think that I think that my God looks different than my mom's, and it's the same one.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? As to where I really do believe that. That's what I had someone in here was like, man, I do pray. He goes, man, I feel like I think I cussed God out one day. And I'm like, yeah, he knows. He knew. Yeah. You know, and I get it though. You know what I mean? To where it's like, no, I understand because I don't learn Hebrew or talk in Bible terminology. I don't do any of that. I talk to God. I just turn the music off and it might be in my brain. I might say it, but I no longer go like, oh, Holy Father, no. I'm just like, dude, thank you for another one, man. You keep me. And I think that's okay. But I also think it's okay to do it however, you know what I mean? If hold hands in a family, whatever. I think there's just more than one way, or there's no wrong way necessarily to kind of go. First of all, this kind of jumps all over the place, but first of all, if we are still alive in this day and age and can walk outside or turn on the TV, there's something. This isn't just science.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if it's just getting older and paying more attention, but even people like our age lately that I've talked to in here, I'll ask, do you feel like the older you get, the more in tune with God you get, or the more you recognize it? And everyone's kind of like, well, it's either that or more things we can't explain, you know, whether it's just your kids, seeing your kids, like how the way that makes you feel. That's not something that's just magic.
Yeah.
You know, it's God's involved in a lot, which I'll probably never stop having a ton of work to do, but I can't imagine the argument of someone who's just an atheist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what?
Yeah.
Well, let's go take a walk and just shut up. You're just going to walk out the front door and that's it. And just go like this. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
well, one of the things like you said earlier, like when I first became a senior pastor, lead pastor, I was like, I don't use the big words.
right.
I don't know Greek and Hebrew. I took a Greek class in college, but if you ask me
I
now,
couldn't wait till that exam so I could be done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is that God uses us in our own way.
Right.
Like he just wants us to be real.
Right.
And so when I preach, I just want to be real with my people. Like, I don't want to be like, listen, I'm not perfect. Like, I got my struggles. I got my habits. I got my things that God's working on me. Like, I am far from perfect. And I don't want people to think that, oh, our pastor should be perfect, because let me tell you, nobody's perfect.
Right.
Like it says in the scripture that we're going to have trouble, but we're also every day it's a race. We're on a race, and it's a marathon.
Right.
And so we just got to keep growing day by day, and we're going to have those bumps and bruises. We're going to fall, we're going to fail, but we serve a God that loves us even when we do fail. And he just requires our love, like for him and our obedience. And so that's something that I've learned is like, I'm not perfect, and I'm never going to tell anybody that I'm even close to perfect.
Right.
But it's where our heart is. And he wants us to be real. And so like, that's the thing is like, I've got some of the guys that, which we talked about buddies playing ball with, like when I started going back to Cincy, there's about 3 or 4 guys that I really connected with, like that I played against, didn't really know them.
Sure.
But it's like, I have like these accountability partners, like on a softball field, like that keep being check. Hey, how are you doing? And it's like, you need that. You need to have people in your life that's checking in on you. And there's times like, you know what, I've got a crappy week, or I sucked this week with my faith, or doing what I needed to do. And it's just having people there that lift you up and be like, hey, it's a new week.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, okay.
Right.
So, but it can be frustrating because the things that like that
still life.
Yeah.
Even if everything is in God's hand, we're still living it.
Yeah. But one day it's going to be very rewarding for what we did here. And we might not think we did much, but in God's eyes, he used us in ways that we never could have imagined.
Right.
I would have never thought I'd be a senior pastor. I was like, I'm going to be a children's pastor till I die.
Right.
I'm going to be that 80-year-old guy that's a children's pastor.
Yeah. Here, let me get my hat with the propeller on it and go.
But
yeah, you're doing
it. Here we are. I think I've been in ministry for like 17 years.
You're doing it. Yeah.
And it's hard, but I love it. Like even softball, like that's a ministry to me, is being on the field with guys that may not be strong in their faith. And how am I reflecting Christ and how I play softball?
Right. You didn't used to.
No.
I need you to lead off and get to second.
It was
by all means necessary, please.
It was 2 years ago. We were playing First Christian, and I threw my bat.
Ooh.
And I walked out, and I got the look from my wife, and she's like, "What the heck are you doing?" And you know, at the time, I'm like, I can't get a hit. Yeah. Like I'm better than
trying to wake the bat up, babe. What do you think I'm doing?
But
didn't you just see me?
I even took myself out of the game and replaced myself, and I sat there and I was like, "What am I doing?"
You're like, "Yep, I'm an idiot."
Yeah, I'm the pastor, and I just chucked a bat. And my wife's like, "That's not okay."
Yeah.
And she was right. And at the end of the night, I was like, "Guys, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I let my frustrations get to me." And, you know, I don't get a hit every time, but I'm not throwing my bat. I'm like, all right, next time, let's try something different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's amazing just how people watch you.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine to where, they're going, this is the guy.
I'm going to go Sunday to hear what he preaches on.
Yeah, no kidding. Right. Yeah.
But the funny thing is, I even shared that with my congregation. I was like, I made a mistake.
Yeah. Here's how this went.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like some of the people who are in my congregation were like, yeah, that was a bad idea that you did, because they were there. And I was like, what kind of idiot am I? But it's just like,
you know, I reacted wrongly, and that's it.
I'm human.
Yeah. No, that's valuable. Yeah. That's valuable. I think that's it. We do have the tendency, especially the bigger the church is, of going, this is the lead. I guess you are the leader of the church, but you know, you don't have like the secret line, and you know, and we don't have to go to you to go, hey man, can you tell God, I know you're a pastor, so God loves you. Can you tell him to help a brother out?
Yeah.
Let me get the lotto numbers this week.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, I'm playing.
You're like, I will gamble that week. And I will spread the wealth.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, dude, I'm going to get you out of here. I really appreciate you coming in and just catching up and talking, dude. I've missed you. And,
yeah.
I think it's really cool. You're doing great things. You're sure to turn this little gig to get away from the park district into serving God for your whole life.
Yeah.
However,
whatever that looks
ball
like.
rolled. Yeah.
So it's busy, and like once school starts,
it's on
games. It's busy.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah,
like
you're good at it.
I can't sit around and do nothing.
Right. You're right. Yeah.
So,
well, yeah. It's good to see you. But, well, for anybody watching this that needs a church home or needs to maybe heard him just now and wants to give it a shot, go out there off 36. It's right there before you get to Mount Zion on the north side of 36, Trinity Nazarene. You'll see it. Is a bus still sitting out there?
No, we got rid of the bus.
Yeah, well,
so that's where nobody
know where you're at no more.
Nobody knows. So I always tell people Ruby Tuesdays. It used to be right across the street. But the hot dog place, whatever.
What is that now?
It's nothing.
Okay.
I mean, it was the hot dog place, but that lasted about 6 months. And
can't have $20 hot dogs, bro. No. They were good, but it was like I just bought 2 hot dogs, and that was $46.
It's
never mind.
Like buying a hot dog at a ballpark,
right? Except for you just are watching traffic. No.
Yeah.
Well, again, no. Thanks for coming in, and anybody wants to check this guy out, check Justin out, man. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Beyond Business, and until the next one, be kind. Hey, thank you all for joining me for that great episode, that great sit down, and that great conversation. I appreciate you all for watching. Before I let you go, though, let's just get one more word from the sponsors that bring this show to you.
At Midwest Lightning Rods, we specialize in the design and installation of lightning protection systems. A lightning protection system works by providing a controlled and safe path for the lightning to follow to the ground, thereby protecting structures and people from its damaging effects. Lightning damage can range from destroying electrical appliances to starting fires and destroying homes, and at times even being fatal. We have established that many homeowners are unaware of the potential of damage, but also that a solution exists. Reach out to us and let us get you a quote to get you protected. Depending on your insurance company, you may get a discount on your homeowners for having a certified system installed. And either way, you will have an idea of what to consider to make sure you and your family, as well as all your stuff, is safe when Mother Nature decides to blow a thunderstorm our way, as she always does here in the Midwest this time of year. Give us a call and arrange your free estimate at 217-872-4676. Lightning Strikes WeProtect.com or find us on Facebook.
Attention home or building owners with rooftop solar panels. It is your responsibility as the structure and solar system owner to clean, inspect, and overall, maintain your panels in order for them to maintain warranty and maximum energy production. Aerial Elite Solutions has an affordable solar panel inspection solution just for homeowners. Contact Aerial Elite Solutions at flyaes.com for more information and to get your solar system inspection scheduled.
With Opus Clips, you don't have to be a video editing whiz to create stunning clips that resonate with your audience. This intuitive app does all the heavy lifting for you, automatically crafting highlights that shine perfect for social media, marketing campaigns, or simply sharing your creative genius with the world. Scan this QR code or head over to the link in the description to unlock your full potential of Opus Clip. Let your creativity flow and watch your engagement soar. Your brand deserves to shine, and Opus Clip is here to help you do just that.
Yo, we on business. Yo, we out here hitting that grind. Podcast vibes, letting loose, unwind. Next on the mic, yeah, he flexing with pride. Meeting dope souls, taking you on the ride. Talking about life, not just that paper. Doing it big, ain't no time for a hater. People yap behind his back, but we rise like the sun. Gather round, fam, we just having some fun. Beyond business, it's a vibe, feel that thrill, getting intimate. May even get your heart filled. Meeting the legends, those raw and real. Digging deep thoughts, show you how to feel. From the block to the boardroom, we making that move. Beyond business, baby, yeah, we got the groove. Shout out to the hustlers, the real street thugs. We all eat together, no need for the drugs. Yeah, you blessed with the gift, determined to thrive. Nick's breaking it down, keeping that fire alive. Let's go deep like the ocean, no bluff. Beyond business, baby, we can't get enough.